Okay, so here so let me execute this script. So you heard about Zomato site, right? Zomato, correct?
Mm,
Zomato. Okay, so this is nothing but some kind of search engine where you can search any kind of things. Let's say you want drinks, nightlife, whatever you search. So it is giving some set of data over here, correct?
yes.
Yeah. So let's say I will change into some caves or whatever it may be. So it is getting some other data, something like that. Okay. So what it means? So it is basically a REST API. Okay.
Mhm.
So REST API. So it will invoke from the Google locations.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say luxury dining. Okay, what is the location? Bangalore. Okay, so from the Bangalore, so it is around like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, or 10 kilometers surrounding by. So it will search for a particular restaurant who are registered with the Google. Right? Google Maps, Google locations.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so actual data will be stored in Google by using a REST API. Okay, so it is retrieving from the Google databases and it is displaying over here. Okay, so actually backend it is basically calling a maps Google Map API to get the this data from the Google. Okay, so we also tried out the same thing, how to get the data from the Google databases, or it will be maps, whatever it may be. Okay, so by using a REST client. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of these scenarios you will face. Let's say if you are developing any third party application, let's say some kind of like hotel kind of things, like let's say Salesforce one. Okay, so you want to build on Salesforce one app for the hotel things. Okay, so where customer can install that things and they can easily search that they are nearby hotels or garages, whatever it may, blah blah stuff, how to get the retrieve the data. So in that time, so really these API, it will help you to get the data from the Google Map API. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will show you the particular thing. Uh, okay, so I am hitting on website, like like on API. Okay, so this is nothing. Can you able to see?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hitting on API. Can you able to see this API? So this will be the API. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so where we are passing on 2 3 parameters. Okay, so parameter will be a location. Okay, location is nothing but it is separated by latitude and longitude. Right? Latitude and
Yeah.
longitude. Okay, this is nothing but to identify your current location. Okay, so for each point there will be one latitude and longitude will be there. So based on that particular thing, so Google will retrieve the data and it will give it to you. Okay, so radius is nothing but is a 500. This is nothing but a 500 meters. Okay, so it become a 5 kilometer. Okay, clear.
Yeah.
So this is a hospital. Hospital type is nothing but a searching type. So we have searching like hotel, dining night, blah blah stuffs, right?
Mm.
Okay. So Google will accept these are the parameter type. Let's say hospital, or if you want hotel, you can put hotel over here. Okay. So this is a name. Name will be what kind of things you are going to search. Google is giving some defining some set of names. That particular name you have to use it over here. Okay, so sensor is equal to true and key is equal to and this is nothing but application key. So by default Google will give this particular key, so you can this use this key to retrieve the particular data. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the things are optional basically. Okay, so let me remove these things and let me try. Request. Okay, so API key is required. Okay, so API keys is a default key, it is given by Google. Okay, you can remove the sensor if you don't want. Okay, there will be a difference in the responses. Okay, so basically what responses we are going to receive is nothing but we have mentioned hospital, right? So it is going to return a number of hospitals they are surrounding by this geolocation. Clear?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have executed these things from the browser. The same things now we will execute it by our code. Okay, so this is basically a get request, right? Get is nothing but a REST API call where we are passing parameters as a query string.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, this is a query string, right? A question
Yeah.
mark. All the parameters are separated by a and symbol. Correct. So
Yes.
this is this is how the response it looks like. Okay, so let me copy the response and I will show it to you by JSON validator. Then we can easily talk to you. Getting my point, right?
Yeah.
uh, okay, so let me process this particular JSON. Okay, so this will be a JSON format. Okay, so here will be the result. Okay, result is nothing but array. Can able to see, right? Square bracket. Square bracket is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but array of data. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so each thing is separated by a flower bracket. Within that flower bracket particular data will be there. Correct.
Yeah.
It is going to return this many data. Let's say these many hospitals that is surrounded by my area. I am staying nearby Madiwala. Okay, so status code is nothing but a okay. Okay, so these are the result. It has been given back to us by using Google Map API. Correct. So let me
Yeah.
open one of the result. You got it, right? This is array of data it is returning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, once you pass this particular JSON, so you will get a list of datas. Clear?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will become a map, right? Once you pass JSON, it will become a map. So map is holding a key called results and value is nothing but a list of these things. Clear?
Yeah.
If you open this one, so it is giving all the things, latitude, longitude. Let's say this is geometry. Okay, so it is giving some icon also. Icon is nothing but some image. Okay, so some icon it is giving. Okay, this is nothing but idea of that particular thing. Okay, so this is nothing but a hospital name. You are getting it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the data it is giving it by a Google Map API. Okay, so this one is okay. So photo reference. So it is giving a stream of bytes. This is nothing but a byte. Okay, so it is giving byte also. Photo reference. So it is giving the
അതൊക്കെ
number of.
സ്പെഷ്യൽ ഡെപ്പോസിറ്റ് ടെസ്റ്റ് കവറേജ് ബന്ധമുള്ള സിസ്റ്റം
Okay, so you are getting it up.
స్టేజ్లో కూడా అప్డేట్ చేస్తుంది స్టేజ్లో కూడా పెట్టేసింది
Hey Shekhar or Chandu, I don't know. You somehow one side I'm getting some disturbance. Shekhar, hey guys, are you hear me?
അപ്പം
Okay. So can you please mute yourself? Or else, the recorded will be, get disturbance. Parsing.
Niente delle non è utile.
So this vicinity is nothing but an address. Okay, fine. So this is nothing but an address. Okay, so here you will get a so name of the particular thing. Okay, so where we can pass this data name and vicinity and we can display over it in a particular user force pages or whatever it is. Okay, clear?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is how I am going to query it in the particular visual force page. Let's say I am having a visual force page. Let's say preview. Okay, so this will return a list of hotel details. Okay, so food joints nearby. Okay, so it is giving these are the Desmond restaurant finding so Gokula Putira, Lazio restaurant. Okay, so restaurant private limited. These are nothing but this is a name of the restaurant, whereas this is nothing but a vicinity. Vicinity is nothing but what? So this is nothing but a address. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So this is how that Zomato is going to display the data in the particular website. Okay, fine.
Yes, yes.
Clear, right?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So I have developed this page by using jQuery and all. Okay. So I am exposing this particular controller. Controller is nothing but so we need to what are the parameters we need to pass? So one is a location, right? So
Yes.
latitude and longitude and another type is nothing but type and name. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is nothing but a particular controller I have exposed it up. Okay, so if you use a browser, guys, you are following me or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so if you use of the browser, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if the browser by default geolocation will be there. Okay, so if you hit this particular thing, so you will get a geolocation actually. Okay, so this particular code it is going to give a latitude and longitude. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, any browser if you use this one within your HTML page or whatever it may be, this snippet of code, so it is giving a latitude and longitude. Okay,
Yes.
so I have written one controller where I am passing this latitude and longitude by a remote call. You know, right? Visual Force remoting.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so I am passing a latitude and longitude for particular my controller is a client controller. It will be just SSH code method. Okay, so let me jump into that particular method. Okay, this is a method I am expecting latitude and longitude, correct? Okay, so I am calling this particular uh, one more method. Okay, so where it will returns a location assistance wrapper. So okay, so wrapper class is nothing but vicinity and name it is going to set it up. Okay, so wrapper class is having a vicinity, name and these things. Okay, clear? Get it? So we are going to fetch one is nothing but a vicinity. Vicinity is nothing but an address. Okay, and another thing is nothing but a name, hospital name. Correct? So for that reason, I have created one wrapper class with the string as a vicinity and name. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so later I'm calling this particular subclass method. Okay, so where this is nothing but my endpoint URL. Correct? So I'm passing latitude, comma, longitude, radius. You can put any kind of radius. Okay, search type, name. Okay, search type and name. Sensor is equal to this is nothing but a key. Okay, so I am passing. So this is nothing but a post call. Okay, so I'm not sure why it is a post call. It should be a get call, right?
Yeah.
Not sure. Okay, so let me refresh our page. Okay, So it will be a post or get, whatever it may be, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it is going to retrieve the same data, either it is a post or retrieving whatever.
Okay.
Fine. So this is a header. What header I am passing is nothing but content type is nothing but a application. It is a form URL encoded. Okay. So I am passing this particular URL. Okay. This is nothing but my content type. So encoding format is nothing but UTF-8. You know, right? UTF-8 encoding format. If any space is there, then it is going to have some kind of numbers. Correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that is nothing but a UTF-8 encoding. Okay, so I'm making a HTTP request, right? Same thing we are making in Java also. Creating HTTP request. I'm setting a timeout as 5 milliseconds. Okay, I'm setting endpoint URL. I'm setting header content type as nothing but application bar. Just a form URL encoded data. I'm going to send it off. Okay. So URL encoding type is UTF-8. Method is nothing but a get. I'm not sending any body. Correct?
Yeah.
How to call that particular REST method? But we have to create a object called HTTP. Correct? Same thing we are doing over here also, Java also. Correct?
Mm.
I am passing this particular request parameter by using send method.
Okay.
Correct? So once that particular is, we are getting back a HTTP response. Correct? So if the response code is 200, then it is we are going to get a body. So get the body. Okay. So body will be of the type string.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? JSON is nothing but a string, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So we are getting a JSON as a string. Okay. So once you got the JSON as a string, okay. So you can pass that particular JSON. You got it, right, till that point.
Yeah.
The status code is a 200, then take that particular JSON. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
clear?
Yeah.
Suresh,
If it is comes as other than 200 or something else, then you write your own custom JSON saying like, okay, it's a failed to create or whatever it may be, something like that. Okay, fine. So now we need to pass this particular data because we are getting data like this, right? We don't want all these other images, blah, blah, blah. We need only name and vicinity, correct?
Yes.
From that, so we are going to pass this particular thing. I am passing this particular string data to my parser. Okay, so here in the Java class we used to use parsing by using JSON tokenizer, right? So JSON tokenizer, it will pass and it will give a direct JSON data, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Salesforce, it is inbuilt, it is giving a JSON to deserialize untyped. Okay, so this is a built-in API where if you pass that particular JSON string, so it is giving a map of key value pair.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is giving a map of key value pair. Okay, so where first thing is nothing but what is the key? As I told earlier, key is nothing but a result, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is going to give a three kind of set of data. One is nothing but four. One is HTML attributes key. Next key is nothing but a page token. Third key is nothing but a result, and fourth key is nothing but a status. Okay, so we can check over here. If status is equal to okay, then you can pass that particular data over here. Correct?
Yeah.
I know I am already getting result, so I am directly checking whether the result key is there or not.
Okay.
Result key is nothing but this is the key, this is holding this many data, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I am checking this is a map contains this particular key. I am checking over here. Okay, so once you get this particular key, so this is again a list of data, right? This is nothing but a list of data. This is not a single value here. It's a list of data will be there. For that, I am getting this particular data. Okay, I am casting into a list of objects. Where I know this, I am going to get a list of objects over here. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So again, this list is nothing but again a key value pair. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is again is nothing but a key value pair. Okay, once you retrieve this particular single list, then this is again a key value pair. Okay, it is only this one. If you take this one, this is again nothing but a key value pair. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting again a map. So from that map I'm accessing name and vicinity.
Okay.
Okay, I'm putting into that particular wrapper class. Okay, I'm sending this list back to my Visual Force page.
Okay.
Okay, so from the Visual Force page, you know, right? So you can use page block table or whatever it may be, jQuery, JavaScript, CSS, you can display like this. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Shekhar, any question?
No, Suresh.
You're getting it up, right? It's
Yes,
very
sir.
simple. It's a very similar to Java. Okay, create a HTTP request, set all the parameters over there. Okay, create a HTTP object. Okay, so then into the method, so you are getting a JSON. Okay, so how to pass is nothing but this is the API where we can pass that particular thing. So it is giving a map. Okay,
Yeah.
map
Mhm.
just simply contains may key value pair, or it may be key list, or it may be key object. Depends on how you are getting the response.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, so then later you like compose it however you want. Either you want to send it back as a list, or it may be string to your Visual Force page, or whatever it may be, it's up to you. Okay, so here I am passing back as a list, right? So here I am
Yeah,
passing
wrap
back
list.
as a list. I am like taking that particular list, I am displaying it in my cell.
Okay. So, Suresh, here one quick question. So, the content type, we are sending the request to this particular Google Map URL,
Yeah.
Google Map API, we are using the content type as a something found at something like this, right? So,
Yeah.
who,
So
who
there
are
will be
going to, yeah, who are going to, for example, say if I am going to access third party systems through any web service call out, so are they going to mention the content type or?
yeah, so they are going to mention the content type actually there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so either it may be a JSON string or it may be a what do you call these things. So basically, XXX URL encoded. Basically, we used to do it for what you call XML.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so data will come back as XML, whereas here we are typecasting it as a string. Okay,
Okay.
so in that scenario, we are passing content type where they will mention it up. Okay, that is nothing but basically what kind of data we are going to pass to this particular server or particular things. Maximum time it will be this kind. Okay, so or it may be application bar JSON or it may be text bar plain. So like there guys they are going to expose more details on these things. Nothing more.
And I'm seeing some industry URLs which are going to return content type in the form of plain text.
Yeah,
So
plain text. Yeah, correct. So in that case, plain text is nothing but a string of data, right? Let's say I am
yes.
saying, okay, hi, how are you? This is nothing but a plain text. That's it.
Okay. Mm. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so this is the one of the API. So where we can get the details. So if you got any other API, so you can head over here. Okay. Now here I'm not passing any extra parameter as a body. I'm not passing any body. Okay. Some of the cases, these guys are retrieving the parameters from this particular URL. Okay. Some of the cases we need to pass a body. In that case, I pass that body. String body is equal to define your body and hit that particular thing over here. Okay. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so quickly let me show you one of the things. Okay, so this is one of the real-time example. Okay, so where I am passing the data, okay, as this XML.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is nothing but XML, right? I am passing username and password. Okay, so this is a username node. Okay, so this is nothing but a password node. Okay, so I am calling one REST API endpoint. Okay, so where I am mentioning content type is equal to application bar, W form URL encoded. Okay, because it is a UTF-8 encoded, right? It is nothing but a string XML format data. It is encoded.
Yeah.
So that's what you are mentioning over here. Okay, I am passing headers. Headers you know, right? As usual headers. I'm passing an endpoint URL. Okay, so my endpoint URL will be like let's say something like login dot some blah blah dot com. Okay, so they are expecting body as this is the body. From that body, they are going to retrieve this username and password. This is nothing but XML. Okay, so from their end, they are going to pass this XML by using wax parser, tom parser, whatever it may be. There will be many parser available, right?
Yeah.
So they are getting these input parameters and they are sending back the body as a string JSON or whatever it may be. From this
Okay.
string JSON, you can parse it and you can get the particular data.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So mm, let's assume if you want to transfer a plain text along with some of the blob data, either PDF or image, whatever it may be. Correct.
Okay.
So in that case, how to go that one? Okay. Let's assume you want to transfer a text along with, let's say I want to send my employee details like username, password, employee ID, blah blah, with employee photo and his resume. I want to transfer over a REST API call.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, we have to go for a multi-part request.
Okay.
Okay. So multi-part request, it is consuming up a thing something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there will be each things, it will be separated by a boundary.
Okay.
Okay. So boundary is nothing but some kind of strings. Okay. Some random kind of strings. So it is used to separate between your particular text data versus multi-part data.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is nothing but how I can distinguish. Let's say I am passing two things as a part of multipart, right? So multipart is nothing but it will hold text as well as a binary data. Okay, so by using this boundary string, you can say A0. This is nothing but an array. While receiving side, it will become an array. Okay, so A0 means it will become a this particular string. A1 is nothing but this is a particular block data. If you closely observe it, this is nothing but a JSON. This is nothing but a octet string. Octet string is nothing but a block data.
Okay.
Okay, so while sending over there, okay, everything is same. Okay, so we are making a post column. Whereas while sending data,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so here we are sending a particular XML. XML is nothing but this is XML, right?
Yeah.
So it is should be separated by a boundary, correct?
Yes.
Content type and particular content and ending with the boundary,
Mm-hmm.
correct? So
Yeah.
that's what I showed you. Boundary, content type, okay, then actual data closing with the boundary string.
Okay.
Okay, boundary string is nothing but some kind of numbers. Okay, so it will be
Mm-hmm.
show exposed with the both sides so that people can use this boundary string and they can get the that exact data from there.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Okay, so after that boundary will be there, right? So this will be the boundary. Okay, so ending with that particular boundary, correct? So XML data will be there. Again we are opening that another boundary and putting the octet string. Octet string is not a blob data, right? Encoding utilities API. So if you body as this, I am storing one particular image in the my attachment. I'm querying that image data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm converting that. By default it is giving a blob, right? I don't
Yes.
want blob. By sending it, I am sending as a string of data.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so again I'm mentioning a boundary. If you go over here, so again it will be a boundary, right?
Yeah.
So within that I am passing my blob data.
Okay.
Okay, clear. This is how we can send the image data to some other way. Basically, we have to go for a content type is equal to multi-part form data. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to mention this particular boundary. Clear?
Yeah.
Any question?
No, I don't know. I
Okay.
think this
So
is
this
way too fast for us.
yeah. So we have to make it two or any number of parts. Okay. So where data is differentiating from one to another by using a boundary.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you can transfer a particular data from one system to another system, multi-part data. Okay, I will share you the links. You can try it regarding that. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, fine.
Okay,
And
this
share
looks
that
cool.
Google API code also.
Yeah, so
So,
I will share you the Google API code also. Okay. Okay, so I will share you the detailed link, like what kind of parameters you have to pass, everything it will be there. Okay, so
And the code which you have written, so that we can go through the XML JSON parts, right? So
yeah, so I will share you that. Okay, so somewhere, okay, so there will be one link. Okay, so this let's say this will be a links. Okay, so if you go over here, there they are having lot of APIs.
okay.
Okay, so they are exposing their details over here. Okay, so if you go to the developer.google.com, okay, so here they are mentioning there all the details. What are the APIs? What is the API key? Okay, so what and all things you can do it over here. Everything will be there here. Okay,
Okay.
so you can just go through over here. Okay, so
Yeah.
API key is nothing but, so we have to set up one key. Okay, by using this particular developer.google.com is there. Okay, so there
Mm-hmm.
you need to create one app. So how we that is API key is basically for authentication between the two systems, right?
Yeah.
How we are using for Salesforce by creating that connected app. Okay, same thing
Mm-hmm.
API keys are is nothing but, so you have to go to the see particularly you have to create some project, you have to create some particular key. This basically is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but a authentication between the two systems. So you'll get a some detailed step over here how to create that particular API key. Okay,
Okay.
you can use that key. There's nothing but a just make sure authentication has done between Google server and this particular client thing.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt regarding REST API? I'm going to wrap up this particular REST API today's section. So if you have any doubts, you can get back to me.
Sure. Sure. Bro.
Okay. So either it may be a post call or it may be some other call, whatever it may be. Okay.
Yeah.
Get call, whatever it may be, blah 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 blah. So everything it will be the same only.
Yeah.
Let me show you one more, REST API endpoint. Okay, so this is nothing but one of the REST API endpoint. Okay, so here let me say some URL. I don't understand. So this is a some URL. Okay, so this is nothing but a put request. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
getting your my point, this is Apex code. Okay, where this is nothing but an endpoint URL. Okay, so this is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but a body I am passing as a JSON string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is nothing but basically method is a put method. Okay, so I
Okay.
am passing content type is a JSON because I am passing a JSON data, right? So that's why I am
Yeah.
putting a JSON data. Okay, I am hitting the same thing where I am getting the particular response, and then later I am passing that response. I am creating a quote in the Salesforce. Okay, so this is nothing but another third party legacy system is there. They are also there, creating a quotes. Okay, getting my point?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of creating the quotas, okay, so in the my in the Salesforce level, so I am calling that particular third party legacy application.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where that legacy application it is creating the codes. Okay, and sending back that particular data to Salesforce. Okay, I am using
Okay.
this REST endpoint where I am getting that particular body over here, body. Okay, then I am
Mm-hmm.
passing this body and I am creating a code, right, creating insert code.
Okay.
Okay, instead of manually creating it in the like Salesforce side, so we are having one REST API endpoint where I am triggering that endpoint and creating the codes. Okay, got
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yeah.
Any question? Okay, so if you
No.
want me to show that, I don't think so. Okay, I don't have that. I can't show you because this is my client application, so I can't explore over here. Okay, so this simple. Okay, here I am getting a JSON body, so it is having quote ID, quote number, quote name, total price, and blah 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 fields. I am passing these fields. I'm only setting it to quote object like quote, dot some ID name, some
Okay.
XYZ blah blah blah. Later I'm inserting that particular code like this. Correct.
Yeah.
So this is how like we are using a REST API endpoint to communicate with the third party system. You know, right? So before communicating, make sure you have to put these endpoint URL in the remote site section.
Remote side.
Correct?
Yeah.
You have to make it whitelist this particular URL. Or else it won't go to that. Request won't go out of that particular Salesforce.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so some of the situation where like receiver side they need some more parameters other than these parameters, so we can set our own custom parameter also.
Mm-hmm.
Custom parameter, let's say some key. Okay, this is nothing but a value, right? Some blah blah
Yeah.
blah, like this.
Okay.
Okay, some session ID, something like that. Some session ID.
Yeah. One quick question here, Sunil. Here, if you are going to mention session ID, for example, say session ID is going to give us the current logged in user in salesforce.com session ID, right?
Yeah.
How the source system is going to know whether that particular session ID is valid session ID or not?
It will be stored in Salesforce side, right?
No, for example, yes, it will be stored in. For example, say if I am going to send any API request from Salesforce to some other third-party system, so in order to send request while sending the request to third-party system, if we are going to mention header as a Salesforce session ID, so that means directly or indirectly we are sending a header into that
No, correct,
particular.
correct. So this will happen only when you are enabling the single sign-on.
No, no, no. I miss your point.
That will, the concept of single sign-on.
No, no, I don't do it.
Okay, from the Salesforce single sign-on you run, right? So if you log in
Yeah,
into
the methodology I know. Like once you log in to
yeah,
our office
Gmail.
network, we can access
Yeah.
everything.
So if you any related things, let's say that particular
Yeah,
product, let's say I'm having one company, so whenever
yeah. It's a single gateway.
correct. So
Like.
here also it is logged in, right? So
Yeah.
single sign-on is nothing but let's say I'm having one site. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Salesforce. Same thing, I'm having another legacy application. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's say one guy is logged in into the legacy application. Okay, so that same guy is having the user, credential in the Salesforce, means no need of logging it in again for the Salesforce also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you like hit some domain name, so Salesforce will automatically log into their particular instance.
Okay.
Okay, so if they are configured a single sign on, okay, so then if you are requesting a particular REST API or so called between two systems, so by like automatically it will authenticate between the two systems actually.
Okay.
So that is some big concept actually. Okay,
Okay.
it is
Okay.
automatically it will be validated between the two systems, no need of sending other parameters also. Okay,
Okay.
so what I explained these 2 points is nothing but you can send any custom parameters over here also. Let's say
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Okay.
can pass your username also. Let's say some
Mm-hmm.
of the people they don't have that many kind of authentication. Okay, people they will maintain different kind of authentication. Let's say based on cookie they will authenticate or some session ID or key whatever it may be. So here you can send any kind of custom header also. Let's say username and password.
Mm-hmm.
What they will do once a call is received in this particular endpoint, they are retrieving this username and password and they will cross check with their databases. If it is matches, they will retrieving giving the body response.
Okay.
If it is not matches, then they will give us a body as a invalid username and password. That's it.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Any questions, Chandu?
No, Suresh, that's
Okay. Okay, fine. Guys, do you have any more questions? We can discuss about that.
Yeah. From my side, any.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So this is about a REST API.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So you can practice it if you got any other dummy REST API or whatever it may be.
Suresh,
Yeah.
while going logs, I saw one word like refresh token.
Sorry.
Refresh token.
Yeah. So
Authentication.
refresh.
Yeah, along with that, what's the purpose of refresh token over there?
Refresh token.
Yeah, we didn't discuss it, but in Salesforce block sizes for like, let's say this authentication token is expired, without sending again request, it will get refresh token to reset that authentication token.
Yeah, that is correct. So there will be one more endpoint is a refresh token. Okay. So even though let's say you got some token, okay. So let's say that token got expired while they already sent it while receiver your end. Let's say it got expired. Assume.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, you can still hit for a refresh token.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, it will give you a fresh token instead of calling your old endpoint again.
Okay.
Okay, so once you already has been called that oath endpoint, you have received that particular token. Okay, even though let's say it is invalidated in the middle, somewhere middle, it won't happen usually. If something happened in middle means you can hit for a refresh token method where it will give a fresh token again. From that you can validate it. It's for refresh token.
Okay.
That's it.
And Suresh, like for authentication also there is a one kind of methodology where we are going to install client certificates in Salesforce.com, like SSL certificates, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Right? So how we are going to access those certificate keys? So with those certificate keys,
Yeah,
the certi-
correct,
yeah,
correct. Yeah, so there will be if there is a case,
mm-hmm.
okay. So people's that's what I told. So people's they are going to maintain different kind of authentication. Some
Yes,
people they are going to maintain a certificates in their web application site.
mm-hmm.
Okay, certification. Sorry. Certificate name in what do you call it? Salesforce. Okay, so HTTP request, right? Uh, HTTP request dot set certificate name is there. Certificate name in Apex. Okay, so here certificate is there. Okay, so let's say certificate is nothing but if you can you see over here, it will become a blue kind of things. Okay, so it is saying some log over here. If you click here, so there actually they are using the certificates. Okay, so certificate is nothing but if you are sending a certification, then you have to set that particular certificate name. These are the different API name it is available, right? In the Apex REST API. Can you able to see this client certificate name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there will be a to this deprecated. There will be a method called a certificate name, whereas you can send a particular certificate to that particular client side because certificate is nothing but this is also we should install both side. Either you have to keep it in Salesforce side as well as same side you have to keep it in that particular web application server side.
Okay, is there any other scenario like where we are going to provide service to the from Salesforce.com to some other third party systems?
Yeah, so it will be possible. I will explain. Okay, so security. If you go security control, certificate
Mm-hmm.
key management will be there.
Okay.
Okay, so there will be a lot of vendors they are giving a certificate. So here we can give you two kind of certificate. One is self signed and one is nothing but a CS signed. Okay, self signed
Mm-hmm.
is nothing but this is nothing but a free certificate signed. Whereas from the some of the sites you can sign it by yourself by using Java and OpenSSL. You can sign it. You can create your own certificate and give it to someone.
Okay.
Okay, whereas CA signed is nothing but a third party signed certificate. Okay, so it is giving some certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that certificate is nothing but it is a encrypted data basically. Okay, so there let me say
Mm-hmm.
create one certificate. Okay, CA sign. Okay, so it is asking some data here label. Let's say demo certificate. Okay, so unique name, so company common name, let's say I will give XYZ. Company I will say Google. Okay, department, I will say some blah blah value, state some blah blah value. Okay, some blah blah, some email address, 123 at gmail.com. Okay, city something, 750 something. I'm saving this thing. Country code, I'll say US. Sorry, it should be in capital US. So it should be US. Okay, let me see. Okay, so here is nothing but certificate. How to generate certificate is nothing. I am giving a piece of code, clue. Okay, so these are nothing but a clues. Okay, so what certificate is having is that the certificate is having these encrypted data over there. Okay, so this is nothing but I am passing this particular data in the here. Okay, so CSR file, it is nothing but a certificate signed request. If you give third party based on these particular data, so they will like decode encode some algorithm, they will generate one certificate. Okay,
Yeah, thanks.
getting, so they will generate one another key store file where certificate is nothing but a key store file. Okay, okay, so then they will upload, once you generate that certificate, so they will upload over here. Okay, you can browse that particular key store file and we can upload it over here. Okay, so the thing is nothing but the same particular that key store file will be there, no, so we have to keep it in both sides.
Okay.
Okay, this application server itself, it will take care about that validating the two particular certificate once the request has come from this particular Salesforce to other third party web application running on the particular server. Okay, so in the rest call, so make sure we have to name that, pass that this particular certificate name to that particular request header. That's it, it will automatically authenticate it. Clear?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Okay, so this simple. So you are giving the certificate, right? So I have already opened on code, right? Let's say here. Okay, request, you are passing all the parameter, right? Request header, blah blah blah. After body, so here pass certificate name.
Mm-hmm.
Certificate name is nothing but a API name.
Okay.
Once you create the certificate, so you will get some API name, right? So here, what you call in our case, certificate name will be this one, label, unique name. Pass his name over
Mm-hmm.
here, name in the this particular request.
Okay.
Okay, in the server level itself, it is automatically this authenticated. No need of writing any code to validate regarding these two certificates. By default, server level. This is in the server level. How this, you know about Tomcat, JBoss and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
So server level itself, it will validate that particular certificate. That's it. You got it?
Yes, Krish.
Okay, same thing here. Once you like load this particular certificate, caller side who are calling this particular Salesforce, no, for them we can give this particular certificate to that guy. That guy can install it and they can try only can call this into Salesforce. Whoever other is calling to Salesforce, so it will reject that particular request. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all.